ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Templar Order. I am Templar, and today I'll be talking to y'all of how to make a medieval sock of the historical periods. Now, if I actually direct y'all's attention to this entire information, upon making this sock, I decided to actually make it either only from the type of design length of about, say, up to, say, mid-thigh region. In doing so, this would actually make the sock very predictable and as well usable from the entire historical period. And in fact, these historical type socks have been used in history technically ever since the High Medieval Ages, and were technically last used during the early 1800s. These type of socks are extremely normally used by colonial military and including by mainly peasants. Reason being is because of the factorial reason of leggings and such. These medieval socks would go over the garments, such as your regular trousers. And in doing so, these were technically a type of cloth wear that you can actually just make on your own. As y'all can see in this video, I am making it very historically accuracy. And in fact, I had to follow historical period type texts of how they would have made them. And as well, it was extremely difficult. However, in fact, in a few of the scenes you'll see are technically me actually covering them without any description. And in doing so, I will have a description in the subtext below. Anyways guys, hope you all enjoy the video. Welcome back. As y'all can see, I have finished this one, and this one I have already completed a while back, so pretty much that's this ready for y'all. Now, as well, we can actually take a look at this one, which now we just gotta, soon after we're done sewing it, all we have to do is tug it to the right side up. That way, from where our former sewing area is not seen. Now, unfortunately, this one wasn't as well measured as the other one, but what can you do? Now, in order to measure these types of socks, or hose, or whatever you pronounce it as, technically, as I stated before, you need to actually make sure that they are measured from a type of distance between both your knee and including either above or below. So in doing so, we actually take sock like so, and pretty much what we can technically do is that we just place it inward. And in doing so, it can be tightly bound to the skin, to the pants, as soon as you are to lift it up. Now, in order to make sure it doesn't fall down like regular socks, this is technically why it's also named as an early version of a Scottish Highland sock, or hose. In doing so, we take a type of thread, a type of a cotton cloth and such, that of which is elongated enough so that way you can tie these around your legs. Now you can tie them either above the knee or, I said, below the knee. Now let's get the other one on. As y'all can tell, I pretty much actually made sure to measure these at a type of distance and length. In doing so, these will tie perfectly around your legs. Now I hear you already, Templar, these look a little baggy and such. Well, yeah, that's the problem about them sometimes. I didn't have a type of cloth on me that was loose enough. But still, these do work as perfect good type of insulated socks. Now, why don't we see me put on some footwear, shall we? Alright, now let's put on some of our footwear. What we have here are my Celtic / Roman footwear, and now I decided to wear this since I didn't have any other type of footwear that was short enough for you all to understand, but as y'all can see, these do work perfectly well. Let me put this on my left foot. Now, in doing so, these do tighten up a little bit better inside the footwear. In fact, sometimes it's actually estimated that in doing so, this acts just like the sock would have at the timeline. Forgive me, these aren't medieval era shoes, but as y'all can tell, I still haven't gotten the medieval shoes yet. Now, let's put on the other one. And this could easily be workable. There we go. Now, I bet y'all want to see what these really look like when I'm standing up. Shall I show you that? Now, as y'all can see, these do work perfectly well for the medieval foot soldier. And as well, these were technically still used by medieval serfs. And in fact, let me show y'all of why these were so effective. In fact, when it came to rainy weather, what would happen is that they would have them hoisted above the knee. However, when it came to the dry seasons, they would actually have them somewhere lowered below the knee. In doing so, they would then fold it up like so. But the trousers that they would have worn underneath these would pretty much have been small, and sometimes would have even gone up to, well, above towards the thigh length. However, I didn't have enough of cloth to make it, so yeah. As y'all can tell, you can easily now wrap them around. And now it's below the knee. And in doing so on the battlefield, these would sometimes be known as the leg wraps. As you can tell, I can easily move. I can easily do kick and such. But yes, these were normally the type of fashion statement throughout the historical periods in history. Pretty much covering from the high medieval ages all the way leading up to the early 1800s. And these are extremely good socks. So why is it that these are hardly seen? Well, that's the problem about them. It's because of the manufacturing costs. Now, as I stated, these could go with the thigh. These could sometimes just hang like around near the shin, below the knee, above the knee, or, as I stated, even technically all the way up here. In doing so, they would even be attached to a type of garment. However, as I stated, I didn't have enough manufacturing resources to make this. Now, in order to measure this, make sure that it is actually measured from your thigh and such, or whatever type of length you want. Make sure if you do a right type of wrapping around the leg, make sure that you to pin it in place and know your measurements. Otherwise, it won't work as well as you planned. As you all can tell, making this wasn't very easy, but it is fun. And as well, it does make that historical, accurate type of feel to it. And as well, to the historical feel, this would be of what it would look like. I know not as beautiful as we think, but these were technically most of the time used by peasants, not by the upper class. Upper class nobles would pretty much have had them a little higher up, or in fact it would have had a tunic that would technically cover these. So in other words, you would barely even see these anyways. So yeah, this is still a historical standard type of gear. Anyways guys, if you like this, if you found this very helpful, let me know in the comments below. If you all want me to cover anything that covers the form of manufacturing detail of these, or any type of other forms of clothing wear, let me know down in the comments below so I can make a video on them. Anyways guys, this has been Templar. Please like, subscribe, click that bell button, and as well subscribe to the channel. That way y'all can actually become part of the Templar Order. Anyways guys, this has been Templar. Have a great day.